Governor Gavin Newsom and other elected leaders catching a lot of flack right now after they were spotted at Sunday's Rams 49ers game not wearing masks. You've probably seen some of these pictures online. We've got Governor Gavin Newsom at the NFC Championship game alongside basketball legend Magic Johnson, neither of them wearing masks. In other pictures, you can see Magic Johnson with Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti, San Francisco Mayor London Breed, maskless yet again. So here's what Governor Newsom said about those pictures during a press conference yesterday.
Magic was kind enough, generous enough to ask me for a photograph, and in my left hand's the mask, and I took a photo. The rest of the time I wore it, as we all should, not when I had a glass of water or a thing, and I encourage everybody else to do so.
So, since then, he gave that statement. There's other video, there's other pictures showing him, with his mask dangling over his ear. We don't have that picture to show you right now, but it exists. By the way, California is still under the statewide mandate for universal indoor masking, regardless of vaccination status. We should tell you that SoFi Stadium also has a policy that requires masks unless you're eating or drinking. Los Angeles County requiring masks at all mega outdoor events. So as you can imagine, lots of people, they are upset, calling these leaders hypocrites. The phrase masks for thee, not for me seems to be circulating a lot. Parents especially upset as their children are being mandated to wear masks to school. So with me now is the founder of Let Them Choose. Of course, this is an advocacy group made up of about 30,000 parents based out of California. No stranger to the show, Sharon McKeeman has been very vocal about fighting against the mandates. So she is here with me this morning to share her opinion.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. How are you, Sharon?
I'm well. Yeah, so definitely doesn't look like he was just eating or drinking. And I think that even that really hit a chord, because there's a lot of people that have gotten kicked out of places, off of transportation, students that have faced disciplinary action just for eating or drinking. So I don't know that it's so much frustration, but maybe a sense of relief that it looks like the state of emergency is over.
Well, and this is not the first time that he has been caught defying his own mandates. The first time it happened, that's kind of pushed a recall effort. What's going to happen now?
Well, I think at this point, Governor Newsom said that we would know the end of the state of the emergency when we saw it. And I believe we've seen it. That's what we put out on our social media yesterday. I think that this isn't just a getting caught defying his own rule, one time. This isn't just an oops. This is just an absolute attitude of rules for thee and not for me. So if they can do it, if it is, safe for celebrities, politicians, an immunocompromised individual to all get together and smile and enjoy a game, then it's absolutely safe for the rest of society, and especially our children that are so resilient, to unmask and share their smiles. And, the other aspect of this is Mayor Garcetti, in his county, children are being mandated to wear respirators to school. So that needs to immediately be walked back. And I think we're seeing an attitude of people realizing this isn't about safety. This has been about control and compliance. Of course, there's a concern with the virus, but as far as these mask mandates at this point, it's just simply not about safety. And so we're hearing that a lot of people are just going to stop complying. They're going to be peaceful. We just had a student at Steel Canyon High School go to school yesterday. She actually got kicked out of school, but she said, I'm just following the governor's example.
Well, there you go. LA County Supervisor coming out after all this saying, hey, we need to stop the blanket mandates. I am not a parent myself, but I can only imagine how frustrating it is for parents to see a leader defying the mandates and yet struggling on a day-to-day basis with schools and children. We're showing a picture right now. This was another one of the governor saying, hey, I only took it off to eat or drink, and there he is with it over his ear, so.
Yeah, the lies need to stop. The charade needs to stop. This brave student, she unmasked. She stood on her rights to smile yesterday. And she said, when the governor wears a mask, she'll wear a mask. And that she's just following his example and that she will no longer live in fear. We heard about a lot of students peacefully unmasking yesterday and planning to this week, because at this point, if they can do it, we all can. And what we've seen, if we've learned anything from the truckers, is that when you're peaceful, but you all unite in that peaceful noncompliance, it really does change things. And we're seeing that, with government officials starting to walk things back, starting to say, hey, they are in support of people making their own personal decisions.
Right, up to the individual. If you feel vaccinated, you feel comfortable, you feel safe. A lot of people obviously commenting about this online. It does spark a lot of debate on both sides. I think one of our local leaders commented on the picture of the governor saying, well, at least the governor's peacefully protesting his own mandate.
I love it. I love it. And we were just on here recently sharing the unfortunate news that we didn't get that request for the reconsideration in our mask lawsuit, and it was due to the judge saying she can't challenge the emergency order. Well, it sure looks like there is no emergency, especially when we know the Super Bowl is also coming. So the governor needs to make it official. Don't just protest your own mask mandate. Stop not just the mandate, but the entire state of emergency at this point, Governor Newsom.
Sharon, any other parting words before we leave?
Well, I would just encourage everyone, again, peacefully share your smile. Now is the time. They have made it obvious that there is not an emergency. And just follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We have been sharing quite a bit of this info as it comes out, and also brave students who are standing up for their rights.
Sharon McKeeman, founder of Let Them Choose. We appreciate you sharing your opinions with us.
For sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon.